Hello everyone, I welcome you all to a new video of Narcissistic Abuse Healing Series. I am Dua, a consultant clinical psychologist. So, if you were truly abused, why do you still miss them? Why do you still defend them? And why do you question yourself more than them? Why does the pain still confusing instead of obvious? Most people imagine abuse as something loud, obvious, violent, easy to label. But narcissistic abuse doesn't come with bruises. It comes with self-doubt. And that's exactly why it doesn't feel like abuse. If you have ever said it wasn't that bad, they had a hard childhood, and maybe I'm too sensitive, I just need to explain myself better, this video is for you. Today I'm going to explain you why narcissistic abuse hides itself inside love, hope, chemistry, in confusion. And by the end of the video, you won't just understand what happened, you will understand why you couldn't see it while you were inside it. Take a deep breath. You are safe here. If you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, just go and subscribe it so you guys can get the latest updates, and also comment me below what was your story, what you want more, and if you like the video, please like it and share it with your friends as well, because it would be helpful for other people so we can target the more audience. So, why we don't recognize abuse unless it looks violent? Most of us are taught that abuse looks like yelling, hitting, threats, and obvious cruelty. But narcissistic abuse works psychologically, not physically. It's subtle, it's quiet, and it's relational. And because there is no single big event, your brain keeps saying this doesn't qualify. Instead, it feels like confusion, emotional exhaustion, walking on eggshells, and constantly explaining yourself, shrinking without realizing it. And the narcissistic abuse doesn't feel like danger, it feels like trying harder. And because you were in love, so you tried to hide everything. Because when you are deeply in love, even whatever and how the other person is treating you, at times you out of 10, 9 things you'll be neglecting, okay, because you love that person, okay, because they love bombed you, and the love bombing is the reason it starts as a dream, okay. So narcissistic abuse never starts with pain, it starts with intensity, okay. You feel seen, chosen, special, and deeply connected. They mirror you, they study you, they become what you need, and your nervous system doesn't register danger, it registers relief. And that's important because the brain attaches faster and deeper to relationships that feel emotionally intense, and this is where the trauma bond begins. Before any abuse exists, So later, when things change, your brain keeps chasing and the beginning, um, not because you are weak, but because your nervous system learned safety once lived here. Okay? Now, the slow shift where confusion begins. The abuse doesn't arrive suddenly, it drips in down. Affection becomes conditional, warmth becomes unpredictable, and you start adjusting yourself to keep the peace. And here is the trap: they are not abusive all the time. They hurt you, then comfort you, withdraw, then reconnect, criticize, and then praise. This creates intermittent reinforcement, the strongest psychological attachment known to the brain. Abuse doesn't feel like danger, and it feels like if I just do better, we'll be okay again. Because if the other person is narcissistic, you'll feel like, okay, I wish I couldn't do this thing. I wish that was my fault. I did that thing wrong. My behavior was wrong. I wish I couldn't do this. But you are basically neglecting that this person is not even accepting and they don't know how to behave in a certain way. They are just using you because narcissistic people are highly expert in the field that they can use other person, whether they are at workplace, you are their friend, you are in a relationship, anywhere, and they don't they don't, it doesn't bother to them like what other person is feeling because they have lack of empathy. Okay, so now gaslighting, why you stop trusting yourself. Gaslighting doesn't always sound cruel. Often it sounds calm, logical, and reasonable. You are overthinking, that's not what happened. You are too emotional and you misunderstood me. Slowly, your inner voice gets quieter and their voice gets louder. You stop asking, is this okay? And start asking, am I okay? Okay, you will stop asking, is this okay? You will start asking, am I okay? Are you getting my point? This is the moment narcissistic abuse becomes internalized. And you don't feel abused, you feel flawed. Now, why you defend them? One of the most confusing parts is this: you protect the person who hurt you. Why? Because admitting the truth wouldn't mean your love was exploited, your reality was manipulated, and your trust was used. And that grief was is basically unbearable while you are still bonded. So the mind chooses a safer story. Like they are damaged, they didn't mean it, they love me in their own way. This isn't denial, this is survival. Okay, now trauma bonding. Why leaving feels like withdrawal? Because you are too attached to these people. Okay, they first make you dependent. And leaving narcissistic abuse doesn't feel empowering. It feels like panic, emptiness, physical pain, obsessive thoughts. and longing. Because your nervous system bonded to unpredictability. Your body learned that connection is equals to anxiety plus relief. Okay? You feel anxious and you want them all the time because you love them from the core of your heart, and it's not that easy to forget them, and it's not at all easy to to leave them. So because you can't leave them because you love them deeply, that is why your anxiety is so high and you start experiencing panic attacks and all of these things. So when the relationship ends, the body doesn't feel free. Um by the end, I'll give you a tip too. After I'm just educating you at this time, and after this I'll tell you what to do. It feels unsafe, and that's not love, that's trauma bonding. Now, why others don't see it? To outsiders, a narcissist often looks charming, generous, calm, and successful. And you look anxious, emotional, unstable, and dramatic. And when you try to explain, you are met with, "Are you sure? They seem so nice. Maybe you are just sensitive." And this depends the isolation, and the isolation is where narcissistic abuse thrives. Now, the moment clarity finally arrives, okay, clarity doesn't come from one sentence, it comes from patterns. You realize you were always apologizing. Your needs were always too much. Your reality was constantly questioned, and the relationship revolved around them. And suddenly something clicks. It wasn't love that hurt me, it was the absence of safety. And this is the most painful and liberating moment. Now, let me explain you what truly love is. Okay? And now I want to tell you that in true love, they will show you care. You'll feel safe. They'll emotionally be available for you all the time, and they'll accept you the way you are. And if the other person is not accepting you the way you are, he wants to make some changes. Even these are small changes and that is acceptable, then it's fine. But don't love too much. The more you think about that person, the more you start falling in love with that person, okay? The more you would imagine them, the more you would think about them, the more you start loving them. So please, my advice to you is not to think a lot about anyone. Just think about yourself. Just think about your own safety. So if you come to any point where you feel like that, okay, this person is having narcissistic traits and I can't go along with him, so you can leave him or her very easily. Okay? And always keep boundaries. And if they don't like it, it's fine because now the time has changed. Like if we talk about 20 years ago, if you talk about, I don't like this thing and all, and the person could mind it. Like now you can tell them now. In initial time, you can tell them this is this thing, and these are my conditions. Okay, if that is acceptable for you, then we can um, move further. But if this is not acceptable for you, then sorry. And always see and always check that is this person showing support to you, because love is always associated with connection and support and care. Care is the foremost element. If the person is not caring for you, if not is not caring, so he this is not that sort of a relationship that should be. Okay, so you should know, like, okay, you shouldn't treat them as like, okay, you are my person. No, 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 just know that, okay, I can leave them at any time and point in life because he is not treating me well. Okay, so now Let me say this clearly. You did not stay because you were weak. You stayed because you were bonded. Okay? So your bonding should be strong. Okay? And you should know that this person also loves you deeply. You stayed because you hoped. And you stayed because you loved deeply. Narcissistic abuse doesn't trap unintelligent people. It traps empathetic, loyal, emotionally deep people. Because narcissistic people, they have lack of empathy, and empaths are their targets. I have also already made a video on that. You guys can go and check this on my channel. Okay. So your capacity to love was used against you, and this was never your fault. Okay, life is all about mistakes, and you have to learn from this thing. So, okay, you are not weak, and if you would cry, and if you go and share it with other people, you know what they would do this. Oh, you are too sensitive. You are this. No, 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 no. Please, always remember. Always choose your words very wisely. Always know that your words have a great impact. So while choosing your words, be very vigilant. It can make a person and can break a person. Okay, and we are here to heal other people. Okay, so if you guys need any sort of therapeutic session, I'm always available for you 24/7. You guys can connect with me anytime. We can have a session. Okay, don't feel that you are alone. Okay, healing doesn't start with forgetting them. It starts with believing yourself again. It looks like trusting your discomfort and honoring your boundaries, choosing peace over intensity, and rebuilding safety inside your body. Okay? And one day, quietly, you will notice something beautiful. You no longer miss who they were at the beginning because you finally see the truth, and real love never makes you disappear. Take a deep breath. You are not broken. You are waking up. Mistakes are the part of life, and you are learning from them. Okay? We are here. You are not alone. I'm here for you. You guys can connect with me at any time. Okay? See you soon in the next video. If you like the video, please like it and comment below. And see you soon in the next video. If you guys haven't subscribed, just go and subscribe my channel and share it with your friends as well. See you soon. Till then, take care. Goodbye.